cash flows from operating activities. The PAS 7 paragraph 18 provides that an entity shall report cash flows from operating activities using either the direct method or indirect method. So, dun muna tayo sa direct method of reporting cash flows from operating activities. The direct method shows in detail or itemizes the cash receipts and payments. So, ang statement of cash flows, ganito normally ang itsura niya under direct method. And ang cash flows ng entity ay naka-classify siya kung operating, investing, or financing. And under ng statement of cash flows, naka-itemize ang mga cash items under ng operating activities. Kagaya nito, naka-itemize ang cash receipts from customers and clients, payments to suppliers, payment for expenses, and so on. So, ito yung example ng cash flows using the direct method. The difference between the cash receipts and cash payments represent the net cash flow from the operating activities. So, ibig sabihin, yung net effect ng cash flows from operating activities would simply i-add natin ang lahat ng cash receipts, payments, so at mag-a-arrive tayo dun sa tinatawag na net cash provided by the operating activities. Pwede siyang positive, pwede rin siyang negative. Pag positive, meaning net cash received from operating activities. Kapag naka-negative naman, net cash paid or cash outflow from operating activities. In essence, the direct method is the cash basis income statement. Ibig sabihin, sa direct method, sabi dito, the direct method is the cash basis income statement. So, ibig sabihin, itong portion ng statement of cash flows from operating activities is actually the net income of the entity under ng cash basis of accounting. Accordingly, some formulas may be necessary for determining the cash receipts and cash payments. So, itong part na to is application siya ng basic accounting. So, kapag medyo gamay mo na ang transactions or medyo gamay mo ang basic accounting, particularly the accounts receivable and the accounts payable, magiging mas madali itong sinasabi sa direct method na some formulas may be necessary for determining the cash receipts and cash payments. Okay, bago tayo mag-proceed sa discussion, let's review muna or magkaroon muna tayo ng overview between the difference between the accrual basis and the cash basis of accounting. Sa item ng sales, ang accrual basis is the cash sales plus sales on account. Pag cash basis naman, cash sales plus collection of trade receivables. Ibig sabihin, sa cash basis of accounting, ang composition ng sales is cash sales plus collection of trade receivables. And yung collection of trade receivables is an example of cash flow from operating activities. And kapag inanalyze natin ang T account ng receivable, makocompute natin ang collection of trade receivables. We have the beginning balance, debit side. Debit side din ang sales on account, credit or the credit sales. Ang entry to record sales on account, debit, accounts receivable, credit sales, kaya siya nasa debit side. Collections, kapag may collections, nababawasan ang receivable. Kapag may sales returns and discounts and allowances, nababawasan din ang receivable. Accounts written off, nababawasan din ang receivables. And yung ending balance, since na ang receivables, ang normal balance niya ay debit, sa paggamit ng T account for determining the collections from customers, ilalagay natin siya sa kanyang opposite side or sa credit side. Kapag na-compute natin yung collections, idadagdag natin yung cash sales, then ito yung mag-a-appear sa statement of cash flows as cash received from customers. Composition siya ng cash sales plus collections. And yung collections is makocompute siya through this following na template. Sa purchases naman, sa accrual basis, ang composition ng purchases is cash purchases plus purchases on account. Sa cash basis naman of accounting, ang purchases is composition or ang composition ng purchases is cash purchases plus payment to trade creditors. And sa pag-compute ng payment to trade creditors, ko-consider natin yung analysis ng T account ng payables. Payables, normal balance is credit. So, beginning balance niya ay credit. Credit sa purchases on account. Then, nababawasan ng payables kapag may payments, kapag may purchases and returns, and yung ending balance niya ay sa debit side, sa opposite side ng normal balance ng payables. Kapag na-determine natin ng payments, idadagdag na natin yung cash purchases and yung mag-figure na mag-a-arrive is total cash payments to suppliers. Yan na yung total amount na mag-a-appear sa statement of cash flows as payments to suppliers. May mga instances na ang purchases on account ay hindi given sa problem. At kailangan din natin siyang i-compute. So, sa pagko-compute ng purchases on account, ko-consider naman natin yung formula ng cost of sales. We have the beginning inventory plus purchases minus purchases, returns, and allowances and discounts, and the freight in less the ending inventory equals cost of sales. So, kapag hindi given ng purchases on account, mag-i-stick tayo muna sa computation ng purchases, which is ito ang gagamitin natin. And kapag na-compute na natin yung purchases on account, makakapag-compute na tayo ng total cash payments to suppliers. Next item, income other than sales. Sa accrual basis, ang composition ng income other than sales ay income earned are considered income regardless of when received. So, kahit hindi pa nare-receive ang cash, as long as earned na siya, income would be recognized under accrual basis. Sa cash basis naman, ang income received are considered income regardless of when earned. Ibig sabihin, kapag naka-receive na ng cash, kahit hindi pa siya earned, ibig sabihin, under cash of basis of accounting, income ay considered na siya as income sa cash basis regardless of when earned. And ang income, pwede siyang accrued income or deferred or unearned income. So, kapag inanalyze natin ang template ng accrued income or accrued receivables, ganito ang composition niya. We have the beginning balance at debit side. Nadadagdagan ang accrued receivables kapag may additional na accrued income. Nababawasan ang accrued receivables kapag may collections, and yung ending balance niya sa opposite side. And yung collections, ito yung income under cash basis, and yung accrued income sa debit side, yun naman yung income ng accrual basis. Okay, gaya nga ng sabi kanina, ang income, it can be an accrued income or deferred income. Sa deferred income side naman, since na ito ay liability account, ang normal balance niya sa beginning ay credit. Then, nadadagdagan ang unearned income kapag mayroong cash receipts from clients. Then, nababawasan naman ang deferred income account kapag may income earned. And yung opposite side niya or yung ending balance ng deferred income is ilalagay natin sa debit side sa pagko-compute ng cash received using T accounts. So, itong cash received dito sa deferred income is ito yung income on cash basis. Ito namang income earned sa section ng deferred income na T account, yan naman yung income ng accrual basis. Sa accrued receivables naman, ang accrued income is ito yung income under accrual basis, and yung collections is yun naman yung income kapag cash basis of accounting ang ginagamit. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is pagsasamahin natin yung accrued income and yung deferred income sa isang T account. Ito yung debit side ng T accounts. Ito ang credit side ng T accounts. Sa debit side, makikita natin yung beginning balance ng accrued income. Sa debit side, makikita din natin yung ending balance ng unearned income. Ngayon, sa debit side, makikita din natin yung accrued income sa accrued receivable and makikita din natin sa debit side yung income earned under ng unearned income. Income earned. We can conclude na itong accrued income na to and yung income earned under ng deferred income, ito yung income under ng accrual basis. Yan. Ito yung income under ng accrual basis. Meaning, nasa debit side ang beginning balance ng accrued income, ang ending balance ng unearned income, and yung income under ng accrual basis. Sa credit side naman, makikita natin ang ending balance ng accrued income and yung ending balance ng ng beginning balance ng deferred or unearned income. Yan, na-consider na natin tong ending balance ng accrued income, beginning balance ng unearned income. Makikita din natin sa credit side yung collections and yung cash received under ng unearned income. Kanina, na-compute natin ang income under accrual basis. Ngayon naman, sa credit side naman, itong collections at itong cash received, ito naman yung income earned or income to be reported under cash basis. Mamaya, gagamitin natin itong mga template na to sa pagsosolve ng problem, ng isang problem ng cash flows under direct method. Okay, ang income na nasa debit side, ito yung income under accrual basis, and yung income na nasa credit side, ito naman yung income sa cash basis, which is mako-consider to sa pagko-compute ng cash flows from operating activities. Expenses. Items incurred are considered expense regardless of when paid kapag accrual basis. Kapag cash basis naman, items paid are considered expense regardless of when incurred. So, ibig sabihin, pag prepaid expense, under cash basis, considered na siya as expense. Okay. And an expense, it can be a prepaid expense or an accrued expense. For prepaid expense, ito yung analysis ng T account ng prepaid expenses. Ang beginning balance is debit, and nadadagdagan siya kapag may mga additional na prepaid expenses. Nababawasan ng prepaid expenses by expired portion. And yung ending balance, ilalagay natin sa kanyang opposite side or yung credit balance, ending balance ng prepaid expenses. Ngayon, ito ang composition ng T account ng prepaid expenses. And mako-compute natin dyan yung additional prepaid expense and yung expired portion. Itong additional prepaid expense na to is actually, ito yung expense under cash basis. Ang expired portion naman ng prepaid expense, ito naman yung expense under ng accrual basis. Kapag accrued expense naman, which is a liability account, ang normal balance niya ay credit, beginning balance. Nadagdagan siya kapag may mga additional accrued expense. And nababawasan ng accrued expense kapag may mga payments. And yung ending balance sa debit side, which is yung opposite side ng normal balance ng accrued expense. Ang additional accrued expense na nag-a-appear sa credit side, yan yung expense under accrual basis. Yung payment naman ng accrued expense, yan naman yung mag-a-appear as expense kapag cash basis of accounting ang ginagamit. And kagaya nung kanina sa income, pagsasamahin din natin sa isang single or sa isang T account, itong prepaid expense and accrued expense para ma-determine yung expense under accrual and cash basis, and yung expense sa cash basis is considered siya sa pag-compute ng net cash flow from operating activities. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is pagsasamahin natin sa isang T account, itong T account ng prepaid expense and accrued expense. Ito yung debit side, ito yung credit side. Sa debit side, makikita natin ang beginning balance ng prepaid expense. Beginning balance, prepaid expense. Makikita din natin sa debit side yung ending balance ng accrued expense. And sa debit side, makikita din natin yung additional prepaid expense and yung sa debit side, makikita rin natin yung payment ng accrued expense. Ang entry to record the additional prepaid expense, debit prepaid expense, credit, cash, kaya siya nasa debit. Kapag nagbabayad naman ng accrued expense, debit accrued expense, credit, cash, kaya naman nasa payment yung debit sa accrued expense. And itong dalawang ito actually yung tinatawag na expense under cash basis of accounting. Sa credit side, makikita naman natin yung ending balance ng prepaid expense, and makikita rin natin sa credit side yung balance ng beginning ng accrued expense. Okay. Sa credit side, makikita din natin yung expired portion ng prepaid expense, and makikita din natin sa credit side yung additional accrued expense. And ito namang dalawang ito naman yung tinatawag na expense pero under ng accrual basis of accounting. Sa debit side, makikita natin ang expense under cash basis of accounting, which is ito yung mag-a-appear sa statement of cash flows. And yun nasa credit side naman, doon naman natin makocompute yung expense under accrual basis of accounting. So, tapos na tayong mag-discuss ng mga T account ng bawat item ng sales, purchases, income, and expense. Sa sales, ang cash basis is cash sales plus collection of trade receivables, which is ito yung mag-a-appear sa cash flow from operating activities using direct method. And ito yung template or yung T account na gagamitin natin para ma-compute yung total cash received from customers. Sa purchases naman, cash basis is cash purchases plus payment to trade creditors. And yung amount na mako-compute dito, yun din yung mag-a-appear sa direct method cash flows from operating activities. And sa pagko-compute ng total payments to trade creditors, i-consider natin yung T account ng payables and yung formula ng cost of sales. So itong dalawa, kung i-consider natin sa pagko-compute ng total purchases or total payments to suppliers under cash basis. Income other than sales, income is received. Income received are considered income regardless of when earned under cash basis. So sa pagko-compute ng income under cash basis, income other than sales, lahat ng cash received is considered as income, and yun din yung mag-a-appear sa statement of cash flows from operating activities under direct method. And sa pagko-compute, i-consider natin itong T-account ng accrued income and unearned income. Mako-compute natin dito yung cash basis yung income under cash basis na which is yun yung mag-a-appear sa statement of cash flows. Sa expense naman, expense in general, items paid are considered expense regardless of when incurred. So lahat ng expense under cash basis, yun din yung mag-a-appear sa statement of cash flows sa operating activities under ng direct method. And ito naman yung template or yung T-account sa pagko-compute ng cash flow or ng expense under cash basis na which is mag-a-appear sa statement of cash flows. Ito yung part na ko-computein natin. And lahat ng template na ginawa natin kanina is i-consider natin mamaya or gagamitin natin mamaya sa pagsosolve ng problems and sa paggawa ng statement of cash flows using the direct method.